Hey mommy brainers, it is World Doula Week and I have to talk about something doula related. How can I not? Today I'm going to be talking about being on call and how to reduce stress and just make the whole process of getting out the door and to a birth a lot less crazy and hectic. So my first suggestions all have to do with childcare, and I'm a single mom, so I don't have a partner who watches Ty overnight. I have to make sure my childcare is in order, and even if you don't have a situation like mine, even if you do have a partner who can watch them most of the time, it's a really good idea to have backup childcare. So check in with your childcare providers and make sure that they know you might be calling at weird times of the day or night, and write them all on a list and post them to your fridge. This way, when you do get that call that your client is in labor, you can just go down your list and make calls and set up childcare really quickly. It also serves as a tool to give to your childcare provider in case there is an emergency and they can't contact you. They can contact someone else on that childcare list. So that's the first suggestion I have, and it's a pretty important one. I would say the next thing to do is make sure ahead of time to write up a consent to treat form in case there is an emergency and they need immediate medical attention, and it'll just be a lot less of a hassle for them if they do have a consent to treat. Another thing I do is write out my son's schedule and of course include a note that says, if you need to adjust this to fit your family and your lifestyle, that's okay, but this is usually what the day looks like for my son. It's a lot less overwhelming, I think, for the childcare to know kind of what's normal for my son and what isn't. And then I also usually pack a bag of overnight clothes and changes of clothes and diapers and wipes and anything that we might need, because I don't like to run around like a chicken with her head cut off last minute. So I leave a packed overnight bag for Ty by the door, because you never know how long you're going to be at a birth. It could be 6 hours, it could be 60 hours, so you definitely want to be ahead of the game for that. The next thing that I do is not childcare related, it's me related, and of course I pack my bags. I pack all these bags, both Ty's and mine, about a week ahead of when I'm actually on call. So around 37 weeks is when I actually have these bags packed. I create a list of everything that I need to grab last minute, things that can't go in the bag ahead of time, like food or drinks or anything like toothbrushes, deodorant, anything that I don't have a copy of to put in my bag. I put it on a list and again put it to the fridge so that last minute I'm not like, oh man, what am I forgetting? What am I forgetting? I can just go to my fridge and be like, okay, these are the things that I need to put in my bag before I can leave. And that really will simplify your travel time and cut down significantly on the stress of getting out of the house when you get that call. Of course, you're going to want to make sure that your phone is on, your ring volume for both text and call are on, and ask your client to tell you ahead of time if they notice any changes. So that way you at least are in the right mindset that this could happen soon. Another suggestion I have is to make sure that you're sleeping well and going to bed at a good and reasonable time. I usually go to bed about an hour earlier when I'm on call than when I'm not, and this is just so that I have more of a chance of me being well rested for a birth than if I were to go to bed at like 11 and then get called out at 2. That would really suck. So try to avoid staying up late and try to sleep into a reasonable hour, and allow yourself naps if that's an opportunity that presents itself, especially while you're on call. Make sure you're taking showers regularly. You definitely don't want to get caught, like 2 days past the shower and not smelling good but needing to go soon. And also make sure that you're eating well and drinking lots of water, because self-care is really important and will cut down on a lot of the exhaustion that you might feel when you're actually at the birth, and that's a stress reliever for sure. So those are my suggestions for you going on call, and this is just kind of what I do. Is there anything that you do, any tricks or tips that you have for me when you go on call, and are you on call now? Because oh, how exciting it is, isn't it? It's quite the adrenaline rush when you finally get that phone call saying that your client is in labor. And I love being a doula, and I'm so glad to be able to share this all with you in this adventure. So I love you guys, and I'll see you next time. Remember to like and subscribe. Bye.